نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. The great mercy and blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we are Muslims. As a Muslim, we have some duty that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, that we have come to this earth not only for to live ourselves. Allah says in the Quran, "Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lin-nas." You are the best nations. You are among the best nations. That you are sent for the people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent us to this earth to become inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, to become his khalifa. That in this earth we will work for Islam, for Allah. At the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was the time when all the blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to receive. People used to receive the blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the presence of Rasulullah. And after the death of Rasulullah, the Khulafai Rashidin, the rightly guided caliphs, they were rightly guided, and those days were the best time for the Muslim nation. But today, if we see around the world, what we see about the Muslims in India, Assam, Kashmir, the Muslims in Myanmar, they are tortured by non-Muslims, killed and brutally killed. And if we see in the Arab lands, Iraq, Afghanistan, Iraq, in Palestine, in Syria, in Yemen, in Lebanon, in every corner in the world, even in New Zealand, inside the masjid, the Muslims are being killed. So now this is our time that we should think of ourselves, that why the Muslims in the world are being tortured and not getting help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس. Whatever happens in this earth, in the land or water, is due to the earning of human hands. So we did wrong deeds, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is punishing us using the non-Muslims. So the situation in the world is going day by day worse. So now we should consider it, why and what is the situation we are going to see in next few months, in the next very soon, what we are going to see. Allah says in the Quran, وَلِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ أَجَلٌ, that every nation, they have a time period. Like Musa alayhi salam, when he came with the book of Allah, Tawrat, the Old Testament, and the people were ordered to follow the instructions given by Moses and the book Torah. Then to that nation, after centuries, Dawud alayhi salam came with a new book, with new instructions, Zabur, and this was the end of the nation of Musa alayhi salam. Then it was forbidden for those people to follow the book of Torah. They were instructed to follow the book Zabur. Then after, when Isa alayhi salam, Jesus came among the Bani Israel, then they were ordered to follow the book Injil. This was the end of the nation of Zabur. Then Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came. It ended the followers of Injil. Now we are the follower of Quran. So this is actually the time period for a nation. So as a follower of Quran, we also have a time period. We know it is narrated in a hadith, in many hadiths, that once upon a day there will become a day when the sun will rise from the west, and the Quran will disappear at the time, and the door of Allah will be closed forever. That is the time actually the end of this nation of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this time, how long, when this is going to happen? Imam Suyuti, Imam Ibn Qasir, and so many other ulama, they did research about it, and finally they found that there are so many hadiths. I just mentioned one hadith here, that إذا صرحت أمتي فلها اليوم, when my ummah, Rasulullah says, when my ummah, my nation will be rightly guided, they will be given one day. وإذا فسدت أمتي فلها نصف اليوم, and when they will be wrongly guided, the wrongdoer, they will be given half a day. So this one day is equals to 1,000 years. So at the beginning of this ummah, when the responsibility came to this ummah at the time of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, they were rightly guided caliphs, and due to their rightly guidance, Allah blessed them with 1,000 years for this nation. Then after 1,000 years, this ummah were misguided. They were far away from Islam. So Allah gave them another half a day, means 500 years. It means total 1,500 years is the time for us. Among this time, today is 1441, the Hijri calendar, if you follow the 1441, and if the time period starts from 11th of Hijri year, that is when Abu Bakr started this period, then another 1500 years means 1511 is the end of this nation, when the sun will rise from the west. So we are very close. We are very close to the end of days. Now, big incidents, very, very big incidents we are going to face in very near future. Among all the signs of the end of days, all the small signs, they are already among us. And the door to the big signs is the appearance of arrival of Imam Mahdi. And we are expecting, this is the year 1441, this is the year, inshallah, Imam Mahdi will be among us. Abdul Qadir Zilani rahimahullah, he said that at the beginning of 14th century, Imam Mahdi will take birth. It is 1401 was the birth year of Imam al-Mahdi, and he will appear among us at the time, at the age of his 40. So this is the year, inshallah, and we have many proofs about it. I discussed about some hadiths here. Here is a hadith: يكون اختلافا عند موت خليفة. There will be اختلاف, not union, among people at the death of a Khalifa, means of a king. After the death of a king, there will be اختلاف. And what is the اختلاف? There's another hadith in the same book, Abu Dawud. يقتتل عند كنزكم ثلاثة كلهم ابن الخليفة. that about your wealth, three will fight each other, and all of them will be the sons of king. They will be princes. Though, so we know the situation of Saudi Arabia in 2015. King Abdullah died in January. After his death, Salman bin Abdulaziz became the king. Then, to become the crown prince, that is, who will be the next king after the death of Salman. At the beginning, Mukrin bin Abdulaziz was the crown prince. Soon after 3 months, he was uh, replaced by Muhammad bin Naif, was the deputy there at the time, and he was also replaced. Then Muhammad bin Salman became the crown prince. So this fight began at the death of King Abdullah. So this portion of the hadith is already among us. So I'll come back to this hadith again. I come to the first hadith. Then after the death of the King Abdullah, فيخرج رجل من أهل المدينة حاربا إلى مكة. One person will flee from Medina to Makkah. فيخرج means immediately after the death of King Abdullah, he will come to Makkah. Now the conception about Imam Al-Mahdi, there's two opinions. He will come from the east and he will come from Medina. Medina, Al-Madina, this is the word is used for big city. This is not the Medina al-Munawwara only. If you see in the Quran, the word Medina came many times and never for the Medina al-Munawwara, the Medina of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Medina means big city. That is, a person from a big city will flee to Makkah. So these two opinions, he's from Medina and he's from East. How we can match these two conceptions? If you see this hadith of Fitan, it is all these hadiths were narrated by Rasulullah in Medina. If we draw a straight line, if you see the world map, if you draw a straight line from Medina towards the east, it comes on the India and Bangladesh. So it's very much possible that Imam Al-Mahdi will be from India or Bangladesh, from that region. Because the family of Rasulullah, Imam Al-Mahdi is from Ahl Bayt. Al-Mahdi yuminna Ahl Bayt. The hadith it is narrated, Al-Mahdi yuminna Ahl Bayt. Min wildi Fatima. That is, Mahdi is from us, from my household, from my house, family members, and from the children of Fatima. When at the death of Hussein radiallahu anhu, the family of Rasulullah, his children, they were taken to Egypt, and from there, after they were lost in the history, we don't know the real trace they have. Maybe they were merged from there, they migrated from there to Iran, and from Iran to gradually India, subcontinent, and they stayed over there. So this is one very important point. Imam Al-Mahdi is not from Arab. He is from the Ajam. This is very much possible, and this is the true, inshallah. So, حاربا إلى مكة فيأتيه الناس من أهل مكة. Then, when this person, Mahdi, will come to Makkah, some people from the inhabitants of Makkah will come to him, فيخرجونه, and they will drag him out. They will find him out. وهو كاره. he will not be happy with that, because we know uh, Imam Al Mahdi is the person that we are expecting, the Muslim world is expecting for centuries. So when the people of Makkah will find him, and they will be very much happy and excited, they might do something that is Al Mahdi will not be pleased with that. So this point I want to note down that some people from Makkah, some people from Makkah will come to him and they will find him out. So the people that will find him out at the beginning will be the inhabitants of Makkah. Inhabitants of Makkah does not only mean that they are the Saudi people. There are so many Indian people, Bangladesh people, Pakistani people, people from Egypt, people from Yemen. There are so many workers, they're working around Makkah, inside Makkah. And so many people, they're expecting the appearance of Imam Al-Mahdi. So the most probably, as Imam Al-Mahdi himself is not from Arab, and it's most probably the Indian people, Bangladesh people, and Pakistani people, Mali people, they are the first people who are going to find Imam Al-Mahdi. So after that, فَيُبَايِعُونَهُ بَيْنَ الرُّكْنِ وَالْمَقَامِ, and immediately after finding him, they will take the bayah in between the Rukun and Maqam Ibrahim. وَيُبْعَثُ إِلَيْهِ بَعْثٌ مِنْ أَهْلِ الشَّامِ, then a force will sent to him, a force will be sent to him to kill him from Ahl Sham. Ahl Sham, it means Sham at the time of Rasulullah, it was the big region of Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Philistine, Israel, all together it was Sham. So it's most probably a group, a soldier, a troop from Israel may be coming to attack Imam al-Mahdi after he arrives among us. فَيُخْسَفُ بِهِمْ بِالْبَيْدَاءِ بَيْنَ الْمَكَّةِ وَالْمَدِينَةِ. When this group will cross Medina and will reach the open place named Baida, in between Makkah and Medina, they will be collapsed inside the ground, inside the earth, and they will die at a time. فَإِذَا رَأَى النَّاسُ ذَلِكَ, when the people will see, the people of the world will see this, أَتَاهُ أَبْدَالُ الشَّامِ وَعَصَائِبُ أَهْلِ الْعِرَاقِ, then Abdal from Sham, that the Sufi people, the saint people, they will come from Sham, and Asaib and many groups from Iraq, they will come. فَيُبَايِعُونَهُ بَيْنَ الرُّكْنِ وَالْمَقَامِ, and they will take the bayah in between Rukun and Maqam Ibrahim. So there is another point in this hadith, that the bayah of Imam al-Mahdi in between Rukun and Maqam Ibrahim will happen twice. The first time, the Ahl Makkah, the inhabitants of Makkah, and the second time, some groups from Iraq and Abdal, the saint people from Sham, they will do the bayah in between Maqam and Rukun. So this is saying about the number of people that we have. There are so many sources, we don't know the sources. There are so many wrong sources, light sources, not Sahih sources, and some other sources also. It says that number of people they will take Maya at the beginning, at the first time. The number is the similar number of the Battle of Badr of the Sahabi radiallahu anhu. It means 313 people will take Maya at the beginning. So the Maya is going to happen by the Rukun Maqam twice. So it means the first time that the people will take the Baya in between Rukun and Maqam, the inhabitants of Makkah, there will not be 313. Maybe the two groups, the Ahli Makkah, inhabitants of Makkah, and second group, Abdal from Sham, and the groups of Iraq, all together maybe 330 people will take Bayah. So this is one important hadith for us. We should take it in mind, and we should keep it in mind how it's going to happen. Then another hadith, the second hadith that I was mentioned before, that three people will fight each other about the wealth of you. كلهم ابن الخليفة, all of them were the princes. ثم لا يصير إلى واحد منهم, but they will not get that wealth. None of them will get that wealth. So what is that means? Uh, this kanzun is the kanzikum. It's actually means hidden wealth. Like if you come in Saudi, if you know the situation of Saudi, there are so many high rate of tax in every product you buy, and the foreigners, all the foreigners that are working here, they had to pay a lot of money for the renewal of their akama, their identity, citizenship identity every year. I had one family from Bangladesh. I had, they live in Riyadh. They said to me that every year they had to pay 40,000 riyal to renew their akama. So this is zulum, what the king of this country is doing. So this is the wealth of the general people, of the Muslim people living in Saudi. So they are fighting with this wealth. The one who will become the king, he will get the control of this wealth. So it means finally the fighting is to become the king. So ثم لا يسير إلى واحد منهم, but none of them can get that wealth. It means none of them, the three princes, uh, we know already the last one that remained in the fight is Salman, Muhammad bin Salman. He will not be able to become the king because it is the time when Imam Mahdi will come. So when Imam Mahdi will come, none can be the king, none can remain as king. So ثم تطلع رؤيات السود من قبل المشرق. This is another important point for us. We need to take it. We should consider it. We should think about it. ثم تطلع رؤيات السود من قبل المشرق. Then from the east, a group of people will come with black banner. So what are these people? Qibal al-Mashriq. There's another conspiracy in the world map. If you see, I have no option to show you the map here now. But if you go to the west of Saudi, you'll find Morocco. Morocco, then after Morocco, that region, the Atlantic Ocean. Morocco in Arabic, the name is Maghrib, which means west. And Mashriq is called east. So if the whole world is one land, west is the Morocco and that region. If you go to east, if you go east, south, east, Russia. After Russia, if you go further east, you go USA, Canada. Those are the weird east of the world. Japan is not the east. So that is the world map is, if you go in the west, after Morocco, the Atlantic Ocean, then the South America, North America, South America. Actually, this portion will be at the end of Russia. So it means in this hadith, a group will come, a force, soldiers will come with black banner from east. We have already know that already in Saudi Arabia, 300 US force has entered, and Riyadh. So if you see the badge, the banner of the US soldier, that is black, inside there is eagle written US Army. So this is the group they have already entered into Saudi. And what they are going to say, as Allah says, in al-muluka ida dakhla qaryatan afsaduha, when a different country people, the forces, the troops enter in a country, in a land, afsaduha, they create fasad, they create and unpleasant situations over there, and وَجَعَلُوا أَعِزَّةَ أَهْلِهَا أَذِلَّةً, and they destroy the normal life, the people with honor, they dishonor the people with honor. وَكَذَلِكَ يَعْمَلُونَ. This is the way they will going to do. So the America has already entered in a country. Wherever the America has entered,